Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being here and agreeing to share a little bit about your journey in Mexico with us last year in June. Maybe you could start with some of the experiences you had, your adventures on your way there, considering you decided to join us the week before we had the retreat.
Yeah, so I decided really last minute to come on the retreat, and everything just kind of lined up. I'd been thinking about it, and then the spot opened up 1 week before, and I was in a place where I really needed to recharge, and it just seemed like the perfect opportunity to go do some work and also relax in Mexico and recharge. So it was perfect timing. And actually getting to the retreat was interesting. I missed my flight flying to Mexico, and then they put me on a flight that got me there at the same time. I just ended up routing through a different airport, so just kind of like everything lined up, and I was supposed to be there at that time, and even missing a flight didn't stop me from making it.
Nice, yeah, so. It was nice to have you there with us. What were some of the highlights of the retreat for you?
I mean, my favorite thing that we did was some of the cultural excursions. Visiting the archaeological site of Cobá was amazing. We got up really early, climbed to the top of the pyramid. There was no one out there, and then we got to meditate. And it was one of the most powerful meditation experiences I think I've had, like being on the top of the pyramid and just feeling the energy come from the sky, like down into your body, and
nice.
Visualizing actually this channel coming down into you was super powerful and very grounding.
Right on.
And uplifting at the same time.
Yeah, it was really neat to have everybody at the top all at once, meditating together above the jungle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the sounds of the birds and just looking out and seeing all the tops of the trees was just amazing.
Cool. What about the food? How was the food for you on the retreat?
I probably ate too much of it. When you have like just this amazing spread of food in the morning and it's like open buffet, like you tend to get 2 or 3 plates of it. And it was all really good, really healthy. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love buffets too because you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Cool. What else did you experience in your free time while we were at the private villa?
Yeah, lots of time in the pool. Basically, anytime we were at the villa, like just everyone would get in the pool immediately. So that was a great addition. And then just walking around the town, getting to meet some of the local people, and really, moving throughout a village that wasn't super busy was super nice. And yeah, we were like 3 blocks from the beach, so went down there almost every day. Went down there at night as well, just looked at the stars. Yeah. It was just a perfect location.
Did you end up swimming at night?
Yeah, we went swimming at night.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super warm, so it was still like really refreshing to be in the ocean and look up at the stars. It was amazing as well.
Yeah, the ocean is one of my favorite parts of being in Puerto Morelos because we get to work with the energy of it to cleanse and to release what we've been working on during the classes and the meditation time. So it's nice that you were able to get out there at night and do some energy work at night.
Definitely.
Cool. So all in all, would you say that the retreat was pretty balanced for you?
Yeah, it was really nice having the yoga in the morning, some workshops in the afternoon, and sound healing to close it out. I felt like I got the physical activity, but also the time to recharge and explore and really feel like I was on vacation. I've been to some retreats that are a little bit more structured and busy, and it's a great way to do the work, but you also want that time to integrate and to be able to recharge and be ready for the next day. So I thought the pace was really good.
Cool, right on. Well, we'd love to have you join us again next year.
I will definitely be coming back for another round.
Right on. Thanks so much for your time today, Matt.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Hi, Laura. Thanks so much for being here today. I wanted to talk to you about our Mexico trip from last year and see a little bit about, if you could share a little bit about how it was for you and your experiences in deciding to go and your experiences while you were there.
Yeah. I honestly hadn't done anything for myself in a really long time. And the decision to go on the trip was basically kind of this like call of action of I'm going to choose me.
Awesome.
And so I did everything in my power to make that trip work, and
everything seemed to kind of fall into place for you.
Yeah, everything fell into place for me, and I'm so glad that it did because like I really would not have chosen not to go. Yeah. I'm glad that I made the decision to to go.
And once you arrived, what did you experience during our classes? And were there any things that stood out for you in the different exercises that we practiced together? That's okay. It's like during your meditation time, what were you able to experience, or what did you experience? And what tools? We talked about cutting the cords and how that was very helpful for you.
The workshops that you held and the exercises helped me to let go of family guilt or guilt over past relationships and just the pain that I was still holding on to of not tying up loose ends with people. And being able to say, like, I choose me, I love myself, and I can still hold space for those people and love them, but it's time for me to take back my power and give them back yours.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, cutting the cords is an exercise that I practice daily as well. It's helpful. What about the time in between classes? What did you have time to experience, and what did you choose to do?
Food. Gosh, I miss that food so much, and the guacamole and the ceviche. I just loved being in the village, walking around on the sand. It was so warm, and it was hot, but it wasn't like a hot that I didn't want. It was like this warm, nurturing sweat. And being able to explore an actually authentic Mexican town and village, and being able to talk with the community and look at the little shops and just really experience the food.
And being a part of that community there for that week. And you mentioned sweat a few minutes ago. What was the sweat lodge like for you that we experienced?
The sweat lodge, I think, was the moment I decided to just release my fear. I went in there with so much fear, thinking that I wasn't even going to be able to make it in the sweat lodge, and that I was going to want out immediately. And about halfway through the experience, I felt like just this actual energetic release. And
what did it feel like when the energy was releasing? Where did you experience it most in your body?
In my heart. I felt like an actual shift in my heart and this release, and it was experienced by crying, crying it all out, but afterwards I had never felt so open ever in my life. My heart was just like bursted open, like everything was beaming out of my chest.
Lovely.
I think that was the first time I experienced true actual joy.
Wow. Yeah, I love the sweat lodge with Juan and Laura. It's one of my favorite parts of the retreat, and bringing people to their space out in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden there's this little town and this sweat lodge with these beautiful people that we get to be a part of. Yeah. Was there anything else that stood out for you?
The waters were so beautiful. Just being able to hang out in a very peaceful and calm area, getting away from the city and
enjoying the ocean.
Just getting to relax around the pool, talking to all the new people. I went there not knowing a single person, and left having so many new friends on Facebook, and getting to connect to so many people that I've gotten to see back in the San Jose community. So just being able to leave the experience with the common connection with the other people.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your thoughts with me today.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt and Laura, thanks for being here today. I thank you for interviewing separately earlier, and then I wanted to get you two together to talk about the true highlight of the trip to Mexico for you, and I'll let you guys share that.
Yeah, so we actually met on the retreat. It's funny because we went to the same yoga studio and knew a lot of the same people and really were in the same community, but it just never ran into each other. We actually met one time before and we didn't even know it, and then really met for the first time in Mexico, and we just instantly clicked, and really like went through the whole experience together. Pretty much you couldn't pull us apart after the first day. So it was an amazing way to meet your partner and really go through that experience with them.
Felt like we were just instantly best friends. I kept wanting to talk to him and just tell each other stories about his travels and my life, and just the instant bond really was pretty beautiful, because I did not go there expecting to meet anybody, and getting to meet my best friend and partner was definitely a bonus.
Yeah, I'd say it was probably the last thing that either of us expected going there. So very pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much for sharing. I just wanted to add that on to our clip here to share the experiences that we have on these trips, and how much community we cultivate there, and how we don't just have it there, that we continue it when we return home, intimate or platonic. Thanks so much for your time today.
Of course. Thank you, Jess.